I stepped into the briefing room and the Navy SEAL admiral smirked. "What's your call sign, princess?" The men laughed. Can you imagine pouring your entire life into proving yourself, only to have a powerful man, an admiral no less, mock you, call you princess right in front of 40 of your peers? What if the very person he was ridiculing was actually the legendary Reaper Zero, a name that, once whispered, froze an entire room full of hardened officers into stunned silence? This isn't just about disrespect, it's about the brutal moment of comeuppance, when someone underestimates you so profoundly, they don't even realize they've just insulted their worst nightmare. For years, I believed competence would speak for itself. I'm Lieutenant Commander Sandra Kane, 32 years old, and my call sign, Reaper Zero, wasn't given lightly. I earned it the night I flew into a Kandahar storm everyone else called impossible. I worked harder, flew longer, and stayed silent while others took credit, even when respect was clearly withheld. But that night, when that SEAL Admiral Cole, decided to make me a public joke, to dismiss me with a condescending nickname, something inside me snapped. I grew up in a military family, the kind where discipline came before breakfast. My father, a Navy mechanic, taught me to take apart an engine before I learned to drive. My mother used to joke I saluted before I spoke. Our house smelled like motor oil and freshly pressed uniforms. Precision mattered. Shortcuts got people killed. Respect? That was something you earned through action, not words. By 17, I was training harder than most recruits twice my age. The Navy wasn't just a goal, it was an inheritance. My grandfather served in Vietnam. My father kept jets airborne for 20 years. This was the family trade, and I was born into it. I joined the Special Operations Aviation Unit straight out of flight school. We were the quiet wings that worked alongside SEALs. Our job was insertion and extraction, getting teams in and out, no matter the weather, terrain, or pure chaos. We flew low and fast, landed in places that weren't on maps, picked up men whose names we never knew, and disappeared before anyone realized we'd been there. It was dangerous work, the kind that required absolute focus and nerves most people just don't have. My call sign, Reaper Zero, wasn't earned in a simulator. It came from a night in Kandahar when a storm grounded every other pilot but me. The wind was tearing apart our forward operating base, visibility was near zero, and a SEAL team was pinned down 12 miles out, with casualties mounting. Command had already written them off. Too risky, they said. Weather's too bad. We'll extract at first light. But first light meant body bags. Everyone knew it. I volunteered. My co-pilot, a quiet guy named Alvarez, didn't hesitate. We pre-flighted the bird in horizontal rain, strapped in, and lifted off into conditions that violated every safety protocol in the book. The flight out was pure hell. Wind shear nearly flipped us twice. Zero visibility, navigating by instruments and raw instinct. When we found them, they were surrounded, taking fire from 3 sides, down to their last magazines. We came in hot, rotors screaming, and held position while they loaded the wounded. Tracers lit up the darkness around us. I felt rounds punch through the fuselage. Alvarez called out damage reports in a voice that never shook. We got them out. All of them. And then don't miss the end. Watch full story, it's link attached below.